All right, so for this question, we've got a conversion graph that converts gallons to litres, but we'll see how to use that as we get through the question. So let's read it through. This graph can be used to convert between gallons and litres. Convert 60 litres into gallons. Write your answer in the box below. So this question seems like it's really just checking we know how to use a graph like this. 60 litres, so if we go across the bottom, which is litres as we can see, go across to 60, and then if we follow up to our conversion line, and then very, very carefully, we go across to where that line meets the number of gallons. So looking really closely, it looks to me like it's here. So let's just look again up to this line, follow across, yeah, to there. Because there's 5 squares between 10 and 15, each square has to be 1, which makes this number 13. So 60 litres is 13 gallons. Now the second part of this question is kind of asking us to do the same again, but with a little bit more context. One day, Anaya used 44 litres of fuel and Mira used 8 gallons of fuel. Anaya used more fuel than Mira. Use the graph to work out how much more. Now in this case it is actually up to us whether we'd like to convert this into gallons or this into litres. I'm going to choose to convert this into gallons, and we'll see what that comes to. So let me get rid of some of these notes. Now 44 litres on this graph is going to be here. And the reason why is because there are each square needs to represent 2 litres, because there are 5 squares and that represents 10 litres, so each square represents 2. So we go 2 squares in, which is 44 litres, and again we follow it up to the line, and it seems to be bang on 10. It seems to be almost exactly 10. So we go, just reading across, we're up to this line, we go across, and that's 10 litres. So 44, maybe it's worth putting something in the working box. What did we do? Well, we didn't really do anything, but still, we read off that 44 litres equals 10 gallons. But the question isn't asking to convert, it's saying how much more fuel did Anaya use? Well, Anaya used 10 gallons, Mira used 8, so how much more? 2 gallons more. I suppose the very small thing we did there is we did 10 take away 8 equals 2. The difference between them is 2. But like I said, it would have been fine for us to do the conversion the other way, so that is the answer, that's the end of the question. But I am going to do it the other way around as well, just to show you that that works. So what we could have done instead is converted the 8 gallons into litres. So if I go up to 8 gallons, it looks like we're about here. That's 8 gallons, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we go across our graph, it's this point here where they cross, and coming down, that's this number. Now, like I was saying earlier, each square represents 2, so this number is actually 36. So if I was doing it this alternate way, then what I could do is say that 8 gallons equals 36 litres, and then what I would do is find the difference between the 44 litres. 44 is how much Anaya used. We just worked out that Mira used 36, so that's 8 litres difference. So you could have said 2 gallons, you could have said 8 litres, either is fine, both are very acceptable answers. Yeah, and that's it, that's the question. So you can either have 2 gallons as the difference, or you can have 8 litres because the graphs say that they're the same thing. Good, hope that helped. Thank you very much.